have the thing hooked, the soundboard hooked up, so no music. We're just live. You want to do? You want to kick us off with the intro, Brand?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, what's up, everybody? Back to the show. Episode.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, you're so choppy. What is going on?
Hey.
Yeah.
You were choppy on the last show too.
All right, go. You're good. You're good. Go.
So we're here. Quarterback Factory Show. I don't know what the hell episode it is. We've lost track at this point.
It's week 2. It's week 2 special.
It's week 1 recap, week 2 preview. QBFS.
Bowen's escape.
Yep, Brendan Casey here with my son Bowen. If you're watching, looks very excited to be here. Passed out my friend.
He parties hard.
Yep.
That's why he's passed out, because he parties really hard.
Probably has some Chinese Black House.
I'm Bowen and I like to party.
You
guys ever see Hot Rod?
He got bonged in New Jersey.
Yeah, he got bonged off milk. So,
Wow.
there you go.
Victory blast.
A blast!
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Yeah, I bought a whole case of it.
Ever sought after.
Yeah, it's rare. It's a rare sight these days, and we got our hands on some.
Yes, sir. We
and
got
we
our
love
tech.
it.
There, Mr. W. Park, aka Blanco, with a Brooklyn blast on tap.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys
My
want
man.
some, I'll buy more. I'll save some for you.
Yeah. The main man, my man in black. Look at Dan. You are help, bro. Dude.
Dan's looking
Good.
spelt.
Yeah. And we got shitty Sean out there with his terrible Wi-Fi in his kitchen in New Jersey. And Sean, this is... So I'm actually holding Sean's actual cousin in my arms right now, because Sean's my nephew. So, Sean,
First cousins.
Yeah, they are. So
A very small 30-year age gap.
yeah,
You should
it's
still
about
make him
30
call
years.
you Uncle Sean, though. Just because.
Just-
Uncle Sean.
29.
Nah.
Uncle Sean.
I want
29 age
I want
gaps.
Uncle Blanco. That's all. That's what I want. I want Uncle Blanco.
You got
It's
it.
only a request.
Yeah. So we had a win last week, boys. How unexpected was that? I mean, everybody's been talking about it. Obviously, it's the talk of the town. Nick Sirianni with his coaching, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith. I mean, everybody contributed. It was a hell of a game on both sides of the ball. The defense struggled a little early, and it looked like it was going to be like an oh shit game because Matt Ryan, they had to hurry up offense, and they went down the field and they seemed to just cut through our defense, and we're like, oh shit. Came away with a field goal, and then the same thing happened again, and it was oh shit, and came with a field goal. But they made adjustments, and the Falcons didn't get in the end zone. They ended up having 2 field goals offensively, aside from a few hiccups here and there with false starts. I mean, they looked pretty flawless. Nick Sirianni had a good game plan. I mean, Falcons, but nobody expected us to win. So, I know people say, oh, the Falcons, they suck. Everybody said we suck. We were only going to win 3 games this year. And we blew out the Falcons, and everybody picked the Falcons to win. So, I'm taking a little bit more away from it. Like we talked about last week on the pregame show, we're not talking about division title. We're not talking about some type of positivity going forward.
I missed that entire
We
last
got
part.
something positive going forward. That's what I heard. But I heard we're not talking division title. We're not talking the positive going forward. That's what we heard.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Like last week we were talking, we're not talking division playoff. Just one.
Still breaking up.
So choppy. Who's got TV on in the background?
Not I.
You should probably hear
Yeah,
mine today.
mute your TV or turn it down a lot lower. I think that might be interfering. I still hear
I
TV.
agree.
I hear it like
This isn't about
it's a-
division titles.
Yeah.
Not about division titles. It's a building block here.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to be the Debbie Downer here, but I guess that's my new role.
Is the blog post up yet?
No. No, it's not.
Oh,
you
so
fix
is
it?
this going to be a preview of the blog post?
Did you
Yeah.
fix the site, Blanco? Is the question.
Oh yeah,
Is the
that's
site
right.
fixed?
Yeah, our site's
I
broken
remember
as
that.
fuck.
Yeah, she
What time
broke.
is it?
What?
9.
About to be 9.
About to be 9.
8:59
Yes.
to be precise.
Wake up.
Precisely. Bowen said, "Would you guys shut up?
Bruh.
Wake
He's
up,
like,
wake
bruh,
up,
bruh.
wake up.
He's like, bruh.
It's Brendan
Nah,
Gall.
it's, you know, obviously no one wants to see shit football for 17 games. But I just don't want to get too high on it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to get too high. First game,
Oh.
where there's no tape on pretty much outside of the trenches. There's like no tape on anyone on our team. Hey man, I'll take the wins as we can get them, and there's nothing better than a smackdown to start your season off. Niners are banged up. Maybe we can string some wins together. Hey, we talked about this last week, man. 8, 9 wins. Even if we don't win the division, that's a good season for a team that's retooling and has a lot of unexperienced pieces.
Oh, I'll
So,
take it.
I don't want to down anybody, but
Oh,
Just-
down.
No, you're-
expectations keep them tempered.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Down
It seems like
anybody.
there's a lot of people that are just too positive about it.
Too
And it's
positive.
just- you
I mean,
need to
you're.
just-
I
just
feel
sit
like
back a
any.
little bit.
I only know our fan base in and out, so like, but I feel like any fan base can be like that. Like, you're either extreme on one side or extreme on another side. Our fan base is definitely like that. I feel like when you take a step back and look at our fan base, yeah, obviously we're different than any other fan base, and we know that we're different than any other fan base in the country. If anything, you can compare us to that Manchester United or whatever that fucking super hardcore football teams fans are over in the UK that they have to keep them separated. We're like that, but there's no other fan base like us, so you can't really separate us from a rival fan base because we'll fuck them all up. Oh,
We also have to
sorry,
be-
Bell. Watch my mouth.
Sorry, Bowen.
I'll throw $1 in your swear jar.
We gotta
But-
be the dumbest smart fans, though, man. I
Oh,
swear,
yeah.
it's like
No
any
doubt,
glimpse
no
of hope.
doubt.
We're just like
There's extremes to Philadelphia fan base. There's
we
total
suckle
extremes
at
to
the
it. Like,
teeth.
there's extreme on the the look at the Folesian Society. There's probably now a Carson Wentz Society out there. I'm sure it's not as deep as the Folesian Society, but I'm sure there's still a Carson Wentz Society in our fan base. And then our fan base has Cowboys fans. I mean,
True.
that's part of our fan base. I mean, these Cowboys fans aren't from Dallas, never been to Dallas in their lives. Do you know any Cowboys fans from Dallas? I don't know any. I don't know a single Cowboys fan from the Dallas area. So like
Ah,
They just do it to be
they're not really Dallas fans. They're just Eagles haters. They're so far on the spectrum of the Eagles fan base. They're so far down the spectrum that they hate the Eagles so much that the only thing they can do is love the Cowboys. You know what I mean? So like, we definitely have a weird ass fan base, dude, and there's extreme dumbness to it for sure, and there's also extreme smartness to it. I'm looking at you, Sean, and you,
I mean,
Brandon. You guys are super smart.
we're very
But
educated. in,
we're
like,
all
ins and
very
outs.
emotional. We all are very emotional. No matter how smart we are, no matter how logical we try to keep. I think the height of our logics are in the off season because that's when we're like kind of we're not in the height of our emotions of game time, game week, game week and stuff. So like. But anyway, I will try to get. I'm digressing a little bit, but I'll get on to the last week's game and how I feel about it. I definitely. I mean, how can you not be happy about them blowing out any team? For one, the Falcons. Yes, I will say this: the Falcons look like dog shit. They look.
They might be
look
the
like.
worst team in the league.
They look like absolute crap. When I see them play, I'm like, oh yeah, they should have got rid of Matt Ryan. They just should have got. So Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan. He's going to be Matt Ryan. And now Matt Ryan with a whole brand new team, I just don't think anything changed. But you know what? They're rebuilding too. They are. It doesn't matter how bad they are because they're the only way they can go is up. Well, or sideways.
Does the Kyle's pick look a little bad at the moment? picking
I
him
mean,
at that
I'm
spot.
not as
I mean,
bad as them keeping Matt Ryan. I think they need. Well, I guess maybe they should have went quarterback and got rid of Matt Ryan. That's the only thing I would say. Or yeah.
They should have went with Penei Sewell.
Yeah, and now you know what? You know what? Maybe Pitts is maybe it's going to hurt Pitts' career being on. But you know what? Maddox did a pretty good job guarding him, sticking him this week.
I give a lot of credit to Jonathan Gannon too, man. That was a beautiful coverage scheme.
Yeah.
He pretty much said, he was like, "Listen, I'm confident that our front four is gonna."
I'm trying not to give too much.
Is gonna get home.
I'm trying not to give too much credit to the defensive scheme because we're so used to. We even had a little bit of flashbacks last week, Schwartz flashbacks, but we're so used to the Schwartz scheme now that this is obviously a refreshing defensive scheme.
You know what?
But I'm trying not to get too excited about it. But it is refreshing. It is totally refreshing.
You know what? I loved that I didn't see last weekend? A picket fence defense.
Yeah, I saw 5 different defensive formations.
It's pretty crazy.
I saw 3-4. I saw a 52. I saw a 43. I saw a nickel, and I saw a dime. I watched the game 3
amazing.
times. I've watched the game 3 times. I record, you know what I mean? I record it, I go back and I watch it. We ran
I wish I had time to rewatch it. I should rewatch a game at least once.
We ran cover 2. We ran quarters coverage. We ran man. We threw a couple blitzes in there. We blitzed 7 or 8 times. I think I was reading the metrics, and I think they said we blitzed 11% of our snaps. We had 68 snaps. Or no, we 78 snaps on defense. And we ended up blitzing 8 or 9 times.
When you say blitz, you mean only 4 guys, right?
No. We need 5 or more.
No, that's impossible. Who would do such a thing?
And I have a total man crush on Jonathan Gannon, man. I have such a man crush on him.
You call me sold. I mean, even after one game, but I feel like the building blocks are there. I feel like you're saying, Sean. I'm not that tuned into the analytics of the schemes and stuff like that, but I definitely could see with my own eyes that a defense is a lot different than it normally is, and it's a lot more versatile. There's a lot different things going on, and even the announcers are like, "Yeah, it's like a freaking hockey lineup change on 3rd down." Yeah. It's like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
We were subbing in linebackers for their different sub packages. We were running out T.J. Edwards and Sean Bradley on running downs, first down and 3rd and shorts, which. They weren't in a lot of 3rd and short situations because our pass rush was getting home, dude. They were getting home. They were putting that heat in that.
When the game started getting on, you could tell we were working their line.
When those adjustments got made, and that's another thing. There's 2 hot words that I took out of this game: multiplicity and adjustment. We made adjustments at the half, which we haven't seen in years. Jim Schwartz was going to ride his defense until. Jim Schwartz is the Andy Reid of defense. He will not adjust. He will run his game plan until his game plan runs into the fucking dirt.
Yeah, and there was adjustments on both sides of the ball too.
Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. It was beautiful. Sorry, Bowen. It was beautiful, dude.
Sorry, Bowen's going to be rich with his swear jar. Get that swear jar ready.
11 personnel. We saw 12 personnel. We saw 13 personnel with the heavy line with, 3 tight ends and a wide receiver. I saw some 21 pony with 2 running backs in the backfield. Nice. Dude, it was beautiful, man. I saw some 4 wide. I must have seen 15 different formations on either side of, on both sides of the ball. It was just something it was so refreshing, man. Love you, Doug. Yeah. I'll always love you. Thank you for giving me such a beautiful gift. But, dude, it's just so nice to see something fresh, man.
I feel like we definitely do have some young hotness going on right now. We got some young hotness. I'm not expecting it to be all like this. Obviously, we played Atlanta. Atlanta's a shit team. They're definitely a more shit team than we are. So, but I'm looking at it like this. We blew that shit team out. That's what a good team is supposed to do to a shit team. So we're at least not a shit team this year, and that's good. And that's a few more dollars I got to throw into Bowen's swear jar. But that is okay. I'm willing to contribute to Bowen's future scholarships, whatever he needs in his life.
Yeah, another thing. Sorry, I'm just like rambling because
it.
I'm
for
so happy, man. I'm so happy to
Yeah.
see this stuff. The only thing that
Refreshing is the word. Refreshing
Yeah.
is, I feel like, is the word of the day. It's refreshing.
Breath of fresh
I
air.
know we're in a shit
Yeah.
division. I know that the Giants are a laughing stock. The Redskins lost Fitzmagic, and I mean, outside of Terry McLaurin, who honestly scares you on that offense. And Dallas is Dallas. Their defense still looks piss poor. And Mike McCarthy's still their head coach. Even though we're in a shit division,
And Dallas looks like the best team in the division. Not
Yeah.
Eagles. Not the
they look
Eagles.
like the best of the worst.
Yeah,
And, you know, like you said, Dallas is Dallas.
and the Redskins defense just doesn't look up to par. You know,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't-
I mean,
they don't have the
Not as
juice.
good as they're
not as
supposed
good
to
as-
be.
Yeah, as
We match
advertised.
We match up very well with the Redskins because all of our speed on the outside and at our skill positions in general. All right, dude, you guys have a super elite defensive line, but if all the pieces stay together, we have arguably the best offensive line in the NFC.
Yeah.
I mean, the only other
On
team
their
in the
way
league-
out, but they're not out this year. You know, like
Yeah.
you said, as long as they hold up.
Yep.
And then Jordan Mailata's time stepping up as the starter is perfect timing.
There was a couple
perfect
plays that I went back and I rewatched, and it literally brought a tear to my football heart. Dude, that Mailata kickout block on the Rager screen,
dude.
That guy's so
When he pummeled that dude.
he might be dead. He might be dead.
Yeah. Did anybody check on him? Actually,
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he's still in Philly. I think he's in the morgue.
And then something that went overlooked because of, when you have 3 sacks and only give up 6 points and you're flying up and down the field, that Brandon Graham hit on Mike Davis where he rushed from the inside, split the guard and tackle. That was a double team. They were coming at him with a combo block.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody missed.
Stuff that wrong.
He
Yep.
split. Bro, that was the cleanest hit I have seen by a Philadelphia Eagles player since Malcolm knocked out Brandon Cooks in the Super
Smooth
Bowl.
jazz,
Praise the Lord.
Barry
Praise
White.
Jesus.
Honestly,
Praise Jesus.
that was a momentum swing. That was a statement right there because they were cutting down. You know, they were cutting the Eagles' defense down, and then like that happened. And it seemed just like such a momentum swing right after
Yeah.
that. Like that was a statement.
Yep.
Oh, like nope, this is done.
It's
Yeah.
good to see. It's good to see Brandon Graham Brandon Graham brought the light, like you saying, Brandon. That was the momentum swinger, and it's good to see Brandon Graham was like, because at that point we were all like, oh, the defense sucks, and then Brandon Graham happened, and it's like, oh man, thank God we got Brandon Graham on the defense still, and then all of a sudden the entire team came to life, both sides of the ball.
I've been hearing some people that like to scream and yell from 6 o'clock in the morning to 10 o'clock in the morning on WIP, who I'm not going to mention by name because he was kind enough to provide me and Brendan and the family with Wing Bowl tickets for a few years due to our connections, but he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox was eating double teams all day because they were so shook
That's
that
his
rookie
job,
was going to
man.
get his shit pushed in.
That is
He was
his
doing
job.
his job, dude. At the end of the day, when you're a defensive tackle, your job is to eat blocks. Just eat blocks, and he did. He did.
If
And
you're not
Javon
being
Hargrave
double
was
teamed,
able
if
to
you're not
eat-
being double teamed, you're not a good tackle.
Exactly. You're not a good D tackle if you don't demand a double team. And it's the truth. And he's 31 years old, man. I'm not
And
expecting
Brandon Graham is not
there.
being Brandon Graham without Fletcher Cox.
Absolutely. They're
That
symbiotic,
his whole
that
career.
relationship, man. Because when Fletch is balling and he's drawing them double teams, that means BG has one-on-one with whoever is in front of him. And BG one-on-one, I'm going to bet that you're going to stuff that run. I'm going to bet that you're going to put heat on the quarterback, man. Honestly, I was very, very, very surprised at how well everything came together.
Yeah. And we can nitpick. There's a lot we can nitpick about too. Especially offensive line with Isaac Seumalo. But I'm looking at that like that's totally that's communication issues. That's something that is so easily fixed within a week. Hopefully, you know what I mean.
Seumalo didn't play with Hurts last year. He was hurt towards the end of the year when Hurts.
Yeah,
was playing.
that's chemistry. That's chemistry. That's communication. That's not skill. That's something that's coachable. That's something that's
feeling the
fixable.
cadence. That's getting off. They didn't play in
no
the
preseason. Yeah,
Nobody fucking played.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Is like as long as they they know what to fix and how to fix it, which I'm sure they do. There's not really much to fix from last week. I mean,
Clean up the penalties. That's it, man.
yeah.
Clean up the penalties. It's
I want to talk the offense. We're mostly on the defense, but I know there's no film on Jalen Hurts, but you got to give a tip to the hat.
Oh,
You
dude.
got to give it to
absolutely.
he played the game that would accentuate Jalen Hurts's.
Where's your jersey at?
I have no idea.
You're literally the first. You're the first person to receive a Jalen Hurts jersey, and now they're selling like hotcakes.
They played Nick Sirianni strategized the game around Jalen Hurts' strengths, and they played to that, and it was great. And they spread the ball around.
Oh yeah.
Like the way, obviously, Devontae Smith first catch in the NFL was a touchdown from Jalen Hurts. Dallas Goedert made a hell of a fucking diving catch into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders what he got for like 70-some yards. He had a nice 2-point conversion, run up the middle. But Sean,
beautiful play on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I complain about Miles Sanders sometimes. I only have one complaint about him in that entire game. That's that one play that he kind of ran sideways and didn't get the first down. But ever since that, he never did that again. I feel like the kids. I'm trying to talk about the coaching right now. I'm trying to say that I think the coaching is pretty good, because when I was complaining about Miles when he did that little sidestep and didn't go for the first, he ran north-south the rest of the game. So I think the coaches were like, look, bro, you need to run north-south. And he did.
Coach them up.
Sean, I have to tip my cap to you because I was very impressed with Mr. Kenneth Gainwell.
Dude. It's my guy, man. I love. Hey, listen though, you can't tip your cap to me for Kenny Gainwell without giving me shit for the Devontae Smith. Now it's still,
Still early.
Your issues with Smith isn't his skill though. Your issues with Smith is his toughness, and
that is true.
And his not his toughness, but he's obviously tough, but his
his
longevity, his brittleness.
I mean, he was still my number 2 wide receiver when I was doing my my big boards last year before the draft, because his skill is amazing. But it's I'm still worried about a guy that's 5'11", 165 pounds, taking a big hit.
Yeah,
but hey, man,
with Gainwell, this was all coaching scheme too, because they put it out there all in the preseason and just by word of mouth that it was going to be Boston Scott, Miles Sanders. So, probably teams were scheming and preparing for.
Where was Boston Scott? I didn't even see him.
Yeah, man, he was nowhere to be found.
There, they don't know what to expect, and so he did great. A lot of blitz.
Hey, maybe they'll switch it up. Maybe Boston Scott will be next week.
Man, I was really impressed with Gainwell's pass blocking ability. He was really stepping up. He's a smart football player, man. You didn't get a chance to see that a lot at Memphis.
That's what you
because
need.
He was primarily like a third down back, and he was lining up either in the X or he was lining up and running wheel routes and screens out of the backfield. But he's a pretty good pass blocker. I give him credit for that.
That's good, and that's very valuable, especially for a backup running back. Oh my god.
Somebody to pick up the blitz, somebody who can chip a linebacker and peel out.
The last running back, I think the last running back we had like that was Westbrook, man. Oh man, Westbrook used to chip motherfuckers, dude.
Westbrook was such a good run blocker, or pass blocker. He was such a good pass blocker.
I don't think anybody would replace me, but everybody. I mean, kid's got potential. Obviously, you're our red college football guy, so you know maybe called it from.
You're getting a little choppy. I'm starting to not understand. I was understanding what you were saying at first, but now, move a little closer.
Come closer.
Come a little bit closer.
Honestly, I'm just excited about the way things look. The way it was just like everybody's saying, just refreshing. On both sides of the ball, it was a different team. It wasn't the same old slog and Doug and stupid. Yeah, they went for it on 4th down 2 times. We're like, oh, no, Doug. And then they went for the second version. We're like, oh, no, Doug.
Take the points,
they got
you bitch.
Yeah, but just like you said, it was an overall refreshing game, and it was just like watching something new. And they didn't go out and get blown out. I mean, yeah, it was a shitty team they beat, and I told you guys through text, I think that if it was, a 24-21 game, then you would be like, yeah, like they hung with and just about beat a shitty team. But good teams blow out shitty teams, and they blew out a shitty team.
Yeah.
So,
I do feel like though that especially early on with our defense being so, I guess, I don't know, allowing, you know what I mean? Like Matt Ryan just drove down so well. Their run game is good. I will not. The only thing I could compliment Atlanta on is their run game. They had those two running backs from. They're two pretty good running backs. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good dual threat they have there. But I do feel like that's the only thing they have, and they're kind of like, even though it's a dual threat running back, it's kind of like they're kind of like that, one trick pony, and it worked in the beginning, and obviously it didn't work in the red zone because they get so close to the end zone and they don't know what the fuck to do because they can't run it in because we got the red zone defense. We're smashing them, and then they can't pass in because they're not really all that great at it, or whatever. But a better team is definitely going to give us much more of a fit. And probably make us pay, especially for those mistakes that we made in the second quarter. Well, end of first quarter, second quarter, the first half. With the we stalled our own drives. Our own drives were stalled because of the penalties, and it wasn't because of the Atlanta's defense was good. Atlanta's defense sucks dick.
We clean them penalties up. We drop a 40 burger on them.
Easy. Yeah. I mean, we dropped a 30 burger on them with all those penalties. So, and that's what I mean. Like a better team is going to make us pay for those penalties. And it's a much different game. It's a much different game.
Yeah.
So overall, before we move on to the 49ers, what would you grade this past Sunday's win by the Eagles? Overall, not talking about just one or the other, like an overall win. What would you give the team as a whole? Like what grade would you?
I'll go first. I'm going to give them a straight A. A straight A. They exceeded my expectations. They're refreshing the way they play ball, and they have right now a good mix. As long as everybody stays healthy, they have a good mix of veteran play and young guys playing really well. So I'm giving them a straight A, not an A minus, not an A plus, straight up A. Plain as that.
Yeah. So I was gonna say I'll probably go with straight A too. They executed on everything they did. They did everything how they should do. Like they executed it on special teams. Offense executed well. I mean, it's just defense executed. What more can we say? The punter was excellent. He's like,
yes.
I don't,
Sipos.
They did everything right.
That's a great call out. That's absolutely a great call out.
The coaching was brilliant. I know, like we go back to Atlanta being this, this maybe like the worst team in the NFL right now, but that doesn't matter. They came, they had a game plan, they executed.
We made Bow Wow cry.
Bow Wow cry. So no, A for me. A couple other things, just like I like how that he played. Sirianni played, to Jalen Hurts' to his game. So that was good to see, and just all around overall it was great, man. Refreshing. There was no drops. Like you had that feeling coming out of this game. It's like
that's an underrated stat right there.
You're just seeing you're seeing
stat.
These things that we've seen last year that we just really just got under our skin, and it's just that when you guys were using refreshing earlier, and it's just like. It really is definitely the word to use. So A for me, guys.
A for you. I'm gonna give I'd like to give
D minus.
No. I'm gonna give him a B plus. I would love to give him an A, but again, I hate to be that guy to factor in like it's game one.
You have to. You have to be that guy.
But it's for this game. It's not for next game.
Yeah.
No one to expect from the offense. No one to expect from the defense. So, Atlanta's a shitty
Well,
team.
we all had low expectations. I will
Yeah.
say they did exceed everyone's expectations, no matter where your expectations were.
I'll still give him a B plus, but I mean, Dan, you hit it on the head with the drops, and I was watching when Jalen Hurts dropped back and he threw that 18-yard pass into the end zone to Devontae Smith, and right as the ball was entering into the end zone, about to be caught. Usually, as an Eagles fan, your anxiety goes through the roof. You're like, "Oh, he's gonna drop this. It's just somebody." But as it floated there, I saw him. I'm like, "He's gonna catch this, and it's gonna be a touchdown." He just went up and he grabbed it and he came down and just like smooth as butter and just it was a touchdown. There was no like anxiety through the roof. It was like, hey,
that throw was perfect.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. I have not been paying attention to the comments. We got a couple comments.
Oh man.
Let me read real quick. All right, just one guy commented, but
you're recording too.
Yeah, I'm recording.
If any of them is Finelli _7, tell him to eat shit.
It's not, but we'll say that Nicholas _Finelli 7 or whatever the hell your name is. You can eat shit.
But Steelers.
Jonas Espinal.
My man, what's up, buddy?
Yeah,
sticking with us.
Yeah, he's.
Jonas is back. Sorry
for the hiatus, buddy.
Yeah, I know he's watched this before. He says, "What's up, fellas? Good to see y'all again." He said that, and he joined. I don't know I don't see the time of the comments, but it could have been a while ago. But I think he just commented again because he wanted us to see it. And thank you for commenting again, Jonas. We appreciate it. Man. He says, "What up, fellas? Nice to see y'all again. Did what Jordan Mailata to that defender straight up destroyed him?" Talking about
his soul is broken.
His soul is gone.
Hopefully he just commented that. I can't tell what time it was. Hopefully it wasn't when we were talking about Jordan Mailata. But yes, thank you for the comment. And my God, we're pretty sure that dude is dead.
Dude, not only that play where he pushed one of the
one hand, John.
When the one hand push on that
the
break,
no look.
Oh my God.
All right, I'm a no look block this guy, and I'm gonna block my assigned guy.
Yep.
He's just so strong, man. He's just such a freak athlete.
Jordan Mailata is coming through in the perfect time, and you know who he can thank for that?
His rugby team.
What's his name?
Stout.
Well, I guess we can kind of thank Howie, but
Stout. Jeff Stoutland.
Yes, Stout, dude, and the only remaining coach from the previous regime.
He's the best in the business.
Yes,
he's the best in the business.
Yes, he knows what he's doing. I 100% believe in Stoutland. If he had a jersey, I'd buy it.
Absolutely.
I definitely believe in Mailata, and that dude is definitely the leader. When Lane and Kelsey and Brandon all passed the torch on to the next, Mailata is the next Lane Johnson. You know, he's the next leader of that offensive line, and he will be for the next however many years it takes. He's starting now. You know, starting in a couple years from now, but he's that dude.
I gotta go get some more no salt, or salt, no salt, whatever the hell it is, because I'm getting wicked cramps, bro.
No salt. So
Crazy.
I have no salt. I have baking soda too. Baking soda and like sea salt. But no salt is also good because that's no salt is potassium. That's what
Straight
it is.
Potassium.
Eat a fucking banana, bro. Eat a fucking banana.
My kid is a little monster, and she eats all of the bananas in the house.
Riley does too.
Oh,
sorry. Bo had to leave because I keep saying the F word. I'm sorry, Bo.
Yeah, sorry, little ears. But
ear muffins.
Jordan Mailata, man, he is. I mean, you know what's crazy is that we have had. I mean, if Jordan Mailata keeps progressing like this, we've had 3 bookend tackles that didn't play offensive tackle until late in life because Lane Johnson was a quarterback turned tight end turned offensive tackle. Jason Peters was a tight end for Arkansas in college, and then we turned a rugby player into a tackle. I mean, it's crazy. I'm with Bren now. B. I'll give him a solid B. 14 penalties might work against the Falcons.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna work against the Niners or or the Bucks or the Chiefs or any of these, you know what I mean, other teams that we're gonna see. You got to clean that shit up, man. You got to clean that shit up. Obviously, a lot of it was about cohesion on the offensive line, getting used to Jalen Hurts' snap counts, the inflection of his voice and the cadence, all that kind of shit. But offense looked phenomenal. They were humming. We after the Browns game last year, we talked about how a quarterback friendly system used to be considered like a bad word, like you're a system quarterback here, but
Yeah.
it's not. Like if he's the most important player on your team, the ball is in his hands every single offensive snap, regardless of what happens. Now, outside of like some wildcat
You have no
bullshit,
choice but to make it friendly for him.
you should make it as friendly as physically possible. Not everybody is Aaron Rodgers and Pat Mahomes, where they can make every single.
Are we going to talk about Aaron Rodgers today?
Hey, Aaron.
But you know what I
Ron,
mean.
shut up, Ron.
Not everybody can throw the ball 60 yards on a frozen rope off their back foot across their body.
Yeah.
You know, so you got
And
to.
those two are the only that be able to make it too.
Yeah.
It's the only two that could probably make it.
So it's like, all right, dude, you got to scheme up around what you got.
Yeah.
And honestly, Jalen Hurts has beautiful touch on his fade routes and his deep balls and his deep posts and stuff.
Was that a Jalen
And
Hurts comment?
I knew Bray would pop in for that.
He's got beautiful touch on his deep ball, and I thought that we were going to scheme more around Jalen Hurts' ability to throw the deep ball, but he was hitting the intermediate routes, man. They were making it quick decisions, nothing too crazy, just listen, read 1, read 2, read 3, get the ball out of your hands. If the heat's in your face, make one more read and bounce. Use your legs. Don't be afraid.
He had
to use
some
your
good
legs.
bounces too. If
Listen,
you
and I
remember
like
how
it.
Carson Wentz is, he bounced and he got out of bounds almost like every time.
I don't think I saw him get hit once in the open field.
When
I
he
think
ran,
got down or got
he
down.
would get that first down and he'd be out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's good, man.
That
Preserve
is
yourself.
really nice.
Because he's not built like Cam Newton or Josh Allen,
Yep.
So we don't want him getting banged up. We don't want him going the way of Steve Young or Mike Vick, guys that could run their ass off, that had talent but just couldn't stay out of the tub, because they weren't big guys and they liked to run.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, dude, it was a really, really good performance from every level. I mean, Danny shouted out Sipas. I gotta give love to my boy Rick
Yeah.
Lovato, of course. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't have fun without the long snap.
Dude, they're Pro Bowlers. They're guaranteed Pro Bowlers this year. Both of them.
But just one thing before we move on to Sunday. The only thing that's not scaring me. I'm not scared. Scared money don't make no money. You know
It's
what I
building
mean?
block,
I can't
building
get through
block,
this whole
baby.
season scared. I have to have faith somehow. Is that we're young where it hurts to be young, and we're old where it hurts to be old. Quarterback,
Yep.
we're young. Skill positions, we're young.
And those backups, the young guys on the defensive line, the ones that with no experience.
Exactly. And we're old where it's not great to be old. You don't want to be
Yeah.
old in the trenches, and
Yeah.
you don't want to be old in your secondary.
Yeah.
Because those guys kind of lose a step. Of course, corners and safeties. When you're, 32, you ain't running like you're running when you're 25.
You trying to
But
come
you
at
also-
me, bro?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not, Blanco. You look wonderful, and
I'm
you're
just kidding. I'm not 32. I'm 39.
You're 23 forever, Blanco. 23 forever.
I wasn't
yeah.
fast when I was 23 either, so it doesn't matter.
I'll tell you one thing right now. I used to run like a 4.7 like flat 40. If I break 5.5, I'll be like the meme where the guy's like popping champagne on the podium.
Nice.
And I haven't even hit the big 3-0 yet. So trust, I know, dude. It's your body. Your body don't want to run as fast as it used to unless you're Usain Bolt. So that's the only thing that scares me, man. Jalen Hurts, young, inexperienced. Devontae, Quez, Jalen Rager, Miles. These guys are all young and inexperienced in these skill positions.
They are, but they
Hopefully,
all got involved in the offense last week. Rager had a touchdown. Smith had a touchdown. Gainwell had a touchdown. Goddard had a touchdown. Miles had a 2-point conversion running for a touchdown. That's all your young, up-and-coming
Yeah.
core players
I'm,
on the offense, and they all scored, and I love it.
7 guys on offense had multiple catches. I love that.
It's
I
very
love
diverse. Oh, we got another comment. We got Jonas Espinal got a comment. Thank you for still watching, sticking with us, man. I'm glad you're still here. Jalen Hurts is going to keep a lot of people's mouths shut. Let the media keep disrespecting him. It hypes him even more. And that's probably very true. And another thing I want to
until he beats somebody good, then the talk's going to keep going.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. But one thing I do want to talk about Jalen Hurts. There's one thing I did want to talk. But even before we started the show, there's one thing I've been thinking about the past week about Jalen Hurts is something that I've thought about since I watched him play when he came in the Green Bay game and the end of the season last year. And it's something that we all talked about, that the media talked about. Is like Jalen Hurts' confidence. Jalen Hurts he came in and he's confident, and he literally really is. Like his demeanor, his confidence, his commandment of the field is definitely like a leader. You know, a legitimate leader. He definitely commands the field. He's definitely a leader, and that's one thing that you can say about Jalen Hurts is like that's commendable about him. He's clearly confident, even when shit is against him and shit's down. He's still up and confident. It doesn't faze him at all, which I really, really, really love about him. Which is going to be great when the chips are up, and when the chips are kind of down, it's going to be even better. So that's kind of one of the things I like about Jalen Hurts. Like if something goes wrong, shit goes wrong, I feel like I trust that Jalen Hurts emotionally is going to be okay. You know, as compared to all the previous quarterbacks we've had. Every single one of them. I'm not going to call any names. I'm going to say every quarterback I've ever seen in the Eagles. I feel like his confidence level, his demeanor, his attitude on the field, I think is gonna. So that doesn't mean he's gonna be great and successful. You know, that's why I never really shouted about it. Like, yeah, it means he's great. He's a great human being. He looks awesome. I would follow him into the pits of hell, I guess. You know, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's a great characteristic for this position, and I feel like, you know, we have not seen these kinds of characteristics before in the position. So, you know, we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, it doesn't mean he's gonna just light it up. You know,
I mean, for right now, the vibe that I get from him is that if, you know, like the media comes at him like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts ain't got this, he ain't got that,"
yeah,
he's tough. He's tough guys just like, "Oh yeah, I'll show you."
Yeah,
type of guy. Where Carson was like, "Well,
no, I agree with that 100%.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Vic had that. He was just like, "Oh,
yeah.
You think I'm washed up? I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna smoke people."
Dude,
that he's like, you know.
That's what keeps Tom Brady going, man.
You know what? I feel like Hurts is a lot more level than that, though. I feel like the bad talk, the bash talking doesn't even like affect me. Even the good talk, when things are going good, I feel like when things are going really good and everybody's gassing his head up, I feel like that's good for Hurts as well. I feel like that's not going to affect Hurts. It's not going to blow his head up. I just feel like Hurts is a much more even keeled person than I've ever seen at this quarterback level like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What did PPF rank him? Did I say that? Is that PPF or PF?
All I know is
like
that he was ranked literally.
He was like 35th.
Worse than last.
Out of 32. Out of
35th out of 32.
Yeah, that's gotta be something too. And
if that doesn't motivate you,
we didn't get this last year with the 5 games, and then all we heard going up to this game was we didn't hear anything about what he can do. It was he eats, sleeps, and breathes football. That's his passion for the game. That's all I heard. I didn't hear anything of
maybe that's the plan.
Deep ball. Maybe that's what they were doing the whole time. Just even Sirianni didn't even let that out. He said on one of his or when he was on the morning show with them, he didn't say one thing on anything on what he does. It was just like how much he loves football, and that was it. So even his own coach didn't even expose him like that. So maybe until this game we've seen it.
I can't blame any of the pundits for ranking him so low because your
stats last year.
Look at the stats; they were pedestrian, man, at best. So there was really no reason for anybody to say "Oh man, this kid's gonna come out and light the world on fire." And dun dun dun, I'm gonna be the asshole, but
here's Brennan.
2016. Carson against the Browns, a bad team. We blew the fucking doors off of them. Carson looked like football Jesus, and we saw the downfall right before our eyes. Everybody watched it. Everybody watched it fucking happen, you know? So I can't get too high or too low on anybody.
He also put like a 40 burger against the Steelers 2 weeks later.
Well, yeah. Hey, and there you go. An experienced elite defense they blew out. So maybe this happens again with this week against the Niners.
All right, let's move on to the Niners now.
Yeah,
That's a perfect
transition into
segue.
it.
What a segue.
Great
That was
segue,
perfect.
Sean. Did you plan that?
Maybe.
All right, so obviously we know that the San Francisco 49ers are a better team. They're a better team on both sides of the ball. They have offensive weapons. But
Better than the Falcons, you're saying, right?
Better than the Falcons, yes. Yes.
Yeah, better than the Falcons.
Better than us on paper.
Hey! Now let's not.
On paper, they are better than.
Let's not get crazy, all right? We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about better than us.
You'll say that.
You'll say that.
You don't say.
George Kittle has torched us in the past. He's a problem. Jordan Mailata is going to get a big time test this week with off that.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that guy to get the.
Bosa is a fucking animal, dude. I'm just honestly, I'm just happy to go and watch that matchup between Mailata and Bosa.
I'm happy that Mailata is getting this experience. I'm not expecting Mailata to be the shutdown tackle this year. I'm expecting the experience that he gets this year to make him the shutdown tackle he needs to be for the rest of his career.
Exactly. Trial by fire, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know what? This is the first time he's getting a full season of starting tackle, and I'm just very happy about that. I wish he would have got more last year, but it's fine. I'm glad that it's happening this year. Jonas Espinal says, shout out to the fans that are going to the link this Sunday. And we know one of those fans is two of those fans. These two guys on the caddy corners of the screen.
Hell yes, brother.
Bottom left, Brennan, Super Bowl champion shirt donning man right there. And on the upper right, vaping ass, hipster ass dude in the blue shirt, Sean, aka
dude. That link is going to be
Blogamiter. I don't know. I just
it might break the
Blogpotamus Prime. Hey, Real Ray Beats has joined the podcast.
Thanks for the beats.
He's watching us.
Thanks for the beats.
Thanks for the beats, Ray Beats.
Listen, man.
Anybody doesn't know, the beats that we use on this live stream are from Real Ray Beats. Follow him on Instagram.
I'm going to say one thing about the 49ers. I don't
they
believe
suck.
Wait, what? You know what?
I don't believe Garoppolo.
He is what he is. He's Alex Smith. He's Alex Smith.
And Kyle Shanahan does the same thing. He does the little dinker dunkers, same thing. And he just plays to his strengths, just like Sirianni did.
Yeah, I didn't watch the game or I didn't watch Red Zone or anything. Why did Carson Wentz 2.0 play last week?
It was just for a gadget play. It was just he played like 3 snaps.
I saw I saw like news or something. It's like, oh, he's in. What's his name?
Trey Lance.
Trey Lance is playing. And that's why I was I think I sent you guys a message like, oh, Trey Lance is in.
Yeah, pull on that.
I don't really like it. I don't like pulling the quarterback to put another one in, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If it works, it works. But I think that we can capitalize on that.
Sounds like some Doug shit.
I personally don't think we're going to see that this week because in the same way that the Niners aren't the Falcons, we ain't the Lions. Our D-line is not the Lions. And if you get this kid out there ice cold off the bench for a bullshit gadget play and the Hargrave comes steaming up the middle.
Oh, we didn't even mention him. Oh, my goodness, what a game from him.
There's a lot of people we didn't mention.
Dude, oh, my God. What a fucking stud.
Yeah.
What a beast, man. There's so many players individually that I love on this team. My God.
How healthy, man.
Dude, Jason Kelce out there looking 27, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dude's ageless, man. He is ageless.
Those dudes. He's
He
just
was.
like, come with
What is
me
he
if you want to
doing?
live.
With me if you want to live.
Amazing, man.
Yeah.
There's so many guys, so much individual talent I love on this team.
Definitely the most athletic center in the history of football. NFL.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
if anybody on this roster right now deserves to be a Hall of Famer, it is absolutely Jason Kelsey.
Yeah. Kelsey
Yeah.
first, definitely first.
He deserves it.
First ballot for sure.
He's the best center I've ever seen. And
If
that's
he's
not
not
even
first
over
ballot, I'm
his-
gonna be fucking pissed. I think the entire city would be pissed.
Ooh, I don't know, man. Centers never go in on the first shot.
I know.
Yeah,
but
it's
I'm
tough,
be pissed.
man. That's
I'm
tough.
be pissed. We're going
When
fucking
Jason
riot.
Kelsey-
Even Dawkins
No, I'm
didn't
just
get
kidding.
it on
That's
his first try. Oh, yeah, did Dawkins get it on his first try?
Nope.
Or was it his second?
Second. He's second.
Second.
Second
Yeah,
ballot.
second.
I remember because I both times he was up, I built a bot to spam the voting for. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I built and maybe I hurt his chances because they were like, all right, we're not gonna give him. No, they didn't. The NFL isn't that.
He's getting botted.
Especially back then, NFL was not that. They weren't into all that. I built a little thing to just basically a little thing to click the button to vote because they didn't have any protection on how many times you vote. Because you can literally just click vote. You can hand click vote as many times as you want. And so that's how they allowed it to happen. So I built a little bot that would click it maybe about 100,000 times a minute. So
if technology was the NFL strong suit, they would already have microchips on the yard markers, pylons, and footballs. So there's no more dumbass stoppages of play for them to fucking check the sticks.
yeah.
So, fuck them.
What's your keys? So everybody, what's your keys to a win this Sunday?
Ball control.
Yes.
Ball control.
No mistakes.
Yeah,
Or,
They need to not-
there's no
yeah.
such thing as no mistakes, but
limit them.
yeah,
No more
limit the
14
mistakes.
penalties.
Not-
Let's cut the 14
Not
penalties.
3 false starts from one offensive lineman.
Possession.
They
possession.
should tell the referees that just because Jason Peters is false starting in Chicago doesn't mean that we get the false start.
I forgot that
Him
he's
falling
actually still
backwards.
playing.
After seeing him fall back over hitting his teammate's foot
Oh my
was
god.
just brought joy to my week that we don't have him no more. Even though it's just one of those you hold on too long, and I'm so glad he's not on our line anymore after seeing that.
Hey man, eventually, what is it? Your
He
heroes
should've
turn into villains.
Yes.
I mean, were there 2 people more beloved in this city after that Super Bowl than Jason Peters and Carson Wentz?
Peters,
Think about
man.
it. I mean, they were the toys of the town, man.
You guys that didn't play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me,
So-
it's just you gotta, maybe a little more of the run heavy for this team. Like I said, possession. They need to keep the ball out of their offensive team. They don't got much. They got a lot of injuries too. So who's the one person that I think I only fear on that team is that wide receiver, Debo.
Debo. Love
He,
Debo.
who else really did they
Wait,
have
you-
on offense?
wait, you do not
Kittle.
fear
I mean,
George Kittle?
yeah, Kittle. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what
He
I'm
was,
saying.
yeah.
There's
Them
that
two.
in there.
So
That
it's,
front seven.
When you said receiver, the first word I thought was Kittle.
Yeah.
Not Debo.
he just slipped.
Yo,
but he was,
offensive line, Mike McGlinchey, Philly's own.
Yeah, Mike McGlinchey's awesome. So is what's his name? He played for the Redskins. Trent Williams. He's still fantastic.
Yeah, got Trent Williams now.
Honestly, we're gonna have to. I would like to see us bring out a game plan that's similar to what we did last week. Balance last week, man. There was really good balance. What it was 36 called passes, the 30 called runs, something like that.
Yeah.
That's a great balance.
It's
But
good.
we're not going to be able to run the ball like we did last week because the Falcons don't have Fred Warner. The Falcons don't have Fred Warner. The Falcons don't have Nick Bosa. The Falcons don't have Javon Kinlaw. They don't have them guys. They ain't got them. So,
No, I mean,
but
I know
their corners are terrible.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
game
Their
is
corners are
going to start and end in the trenches. Those lines, offensive and defensive, because they're 2 very stout on both sides of the ends, on both sides of the ball for both teams.
yeah.
Well, here's my question, because this is what I'm kind of back and forth about. If you're the Eagles, now let me finish before you jump. if you're the Eagles, here, Blanco, wait till you sit down so you can hear this as well.
I can hear you.
Okay, so you're the Eagles. It's the coin toss. You win the coin toss. Do you defer or do you take the ball? Now, if you defer, you can come out and you get a nice defensive stop, and you always have that in your back pocket that you get the ball in the second half. Or do you take the ball, go down and score, and get 7? Because if you jump up 7-0 on this team, the Lincoln Financial Field is going to literally explode. Or do you take that risk? Hopefully your defense stops them, then get your offense to come out, hopefully get 7, then blow the doors off the place, and still have that in your back pocket as getting the ball again first in the second half. I'm very torn about it.
It's a really good question.
I'm not. I'm taking that ball because the strongest point of the Niners offense is their run game, that Shanahan classic zone blocking scheme, and their intermediate routes, getting the ball into Debo and George Kittle's hand where they chip away at you 6 yards here, 8 yards here, 4 yards there. It's all about ball control for the Niners. And they want to get that early lead. Make Jimmy G take shots. Let Brandon
you need to make Jimmy G throw that long ball.
I'm not a big scout on other teams, and I didn't really know that about the other team, but it makes sense given that I play fantasy football, and I totally would have George Kittle on my fantasy football team. So totally makes sense. I'm sold. And the way Brendan laid out the question, I think kind of answered it for us is when it comes to the link home opener. The way. Do you want to let them have the ball first and let them chip away? So you two both sold me. The way Brendan worded the question and the way Sean just answered it. If you give them the ball, they're going to chip away and they're going to give opportunity for the crowd to just sit down and chill. But at the same time, you're underestimating our crowd. As soon as we get the ball, it's going to be like the game just started, and we're going to be nuts. So, but. You sold me. I'm definitely with the. Getting the ball, just getting the ball first, but at the same time, that's also a risk. What if our offense fucking sucks dick? But that's a risk you got to take. That's football.
I would rather take that risk. I don't want to be in. I don't want to be in a position where our offense touches the ball for the first time, down 7 with only 6 minutes on the clock in the first quarter.
Yeah,
good call.
It's gonna take could take a little bit of the air out of the stadium.
Yeah.
You go down. If we march down and we score a touchdown, we're up 7-0.
You're never going to take the air out of the stadium at that point.
Like last week, where we marched down the field in 4 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that.
You can't dink and dunk your way out of that.
Imagine the first 3rd and long that we're up 7, and imagine the first 3rd and long that the Niners face, and we know everybody in that stadium knows Jimmy Garoppolo knows it. Hargrave, Brandon Graham, and fucking Fletcher Cox.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear Sean and Brendan on the TV broadcast. I'm going to be able to hear your guys' voices distinctly through everyone else's voices. I know.
Absolutely, bro. God, these are the best seats I've ever had for a football game. I'm 10 rows off the end zone.
Ooh.
Section 109, row 10.
Ooh.
Holy balls, bro. Hold on real quick.
Where you at, Brendan? You're in your normal place, right?
Dick did you suck to get that?
What'd you say?
I said, whose dick did you suck to get those?
My friend's uncle owns one SEO.
So you sucked his dick? That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
He didn't even say no. He was just like,
he's like, my friend's. He's like, whose dick did you suck? My friend's uncle.
Look at that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Look at them cock-sucking seats.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we all know that being down there game day and then going in, it's just it's going to be if they get the ball or not. The coin toss, it's going to be the first.
What's up, Rocco Finelli?
It's going to be crazy. So,
I'll probably say a prayer at the Nick Foles statue and then cry a little bit and then go in. I'm probably going to do a ripcord with a 20-ounce Red Bull, say a prayer at the feet of Nick Foles, and shed a tear and then go in.
Dude, you guys should totally do something live together on the QBFS Instagram. Just go to the Nick Foles statue and just do some live shit. Be like, hey, kiss his fucking feet or something, Do something.
Feet.
I'm I'm taking my brother to the game on Sunday. Just staying home with the baby, and he we're going Sean. We're going to Mike Kavanaugh's tailgate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so you should come.
the cat.
I know your situation. I know your situation, but you should try to stop by.
What's up, Philadelphia Zone?
I will try. I will try. Hello,
Yeah.
Philadelphia
Yeah.
Zone.
So yeah, I mean, I was gonna wait till the end of the show, but I am definitely, Sean. If and hopefully we meet up, I'll be jumping on and off of the live stream on the Quarterback Factory
Good.
show. I'll be doing some live videos. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna try to interview people. I'm gonna
Nice.
try to do as
Sounds
much as
good.
I'm gonna try to do as much as I can down there. Me, honestly, and hopefully maybe Sean, we'll be at the Jetro parking lot in the upper lot, like the upper lot that sits on top of that.
Hey,
that
if you're
hill up
watching,
there.
if you're
Huge
watching, you're gonna be
stair
at the
set.
game. Go to the Jetro parking lot, upper lot. Look for this
Jetro
guy
park-
on the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah, and when
to
I
get
get
featured
there,
and interviewed.
When I get there, I'll send that on our story exactly where we are, what the letter number bullshit is of where we are.
I mentioned the Quarterback Factory show and get a free Miller Lite at Jetro parking lot.
that's very
Yeah,
probably true.
Viral marketing, baby.
That will happen.
Straight up.
There you go.
guerrilla
If you want a
marketing.
free Miller Lite, mention
everybody that
QBFS and
and
find
says-
this guy
and
in the Jetro parking lot. You'll get one.
Everybody that shows up and says they're here for QBFS gets a free Miller Lite can.
And you get to be put on the stream too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll put it there, and then I'll be doing updates. I'll be doing stuff from the parking lot. I'll be doing stuff, just walking around the tailgates from here to there, talking to people, interacting. And I absolutely, most definitely will be live streaming from inside Lincoln Financial Field, section 225 on the 50-yard line.
Hell yeah.
Documented.
You're probably not going to be close, but you try to get Cuz on, but that's probably too far. But if you
I
do
don't-
come, you never know.
But I know that Brian Dawkins is going to be there doing a signing for his new book from 11 to 12 or 11 to 1, something like that. Not that I'm going to be able to get anywhere close to it, but when you walk in 94 WIP, they're always doing stuff. Howard Eskin's there, Ike Reese is there. The usual guys, Glenn Mack now, Ray Didinger, all those guys. So
Yeah.
they'll
Oh
be
yeah,
around
you know
until-
what Ray predicted, right?
What did he say?
An Eagles W. He thinks the
Really?
Eagles are going
Did
to
it come
win.
straight from his notebook?
It did. He was writing stuff. I could hear it.
Well, if Ray Diddy, a.k.a. the Jesus Christ of football in Philadelphia.
AKA Brennan Casey's dad.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's 'cause his dad. Your dad. Daddy.
XLJ.
Yep, how about?
What a guy. What a guy.
Yeah, absolutely. What a guy.
I mean, I like
Gentleman
their
and
chances.
scholar.
Yeah, I
It's
do
true.
like their chances this week. Honestly, I mean, the line held at 3.5 all week, and it just moved a half a point in Eagles' favor as a 3. So I mean, that means some money's coming in on Philadelphia to make that line even move at all, even if it is a half a point. But the fact that it stood still from 3.5 from last Sunday until Friday.
I hate an even line. I hate pushes. Fucking hate a push.
I hate it too, but look, I mean, we were underdogs by 3 last week or 3 last
Excuse
week
me.
too. But still, I think that they're getting some respect in that aspect, and I'm very, very torn about this game. I really am. I mean, I got great feelings about it, but I don't want them to be, false feelings. I don't want to be like a false messiah and they're like, oh, I'm so happy, and then they come out and get their friggin' doors blown off.
Hey,
Yeah.
Angie, my cousin. Hello, Ange.
Whoa,
Oh,
we
man.
had a nice little viewer stream coming
Yeah,
in tonight.
nice.
Yeah, I guess we-
They're doing on Friday night. You know.
Maybe-
Maybe
Wow.
you know what it was?
Since we got one
Absence made their hearts grow fonder.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Absence made their hearts grow fonder.
I mean,
That's
I'm-
my
I'm
older
not-
cousin too. I love her. Hey, Ange.
Hello,
I'm
Ange.
in peak flow if we're being honest here. Like, I mean,
Yo, I I'm in peak haircut mode / beard trim mode. I even have a scar from my beard cut.
Ah, man.
Wow.
My face is scarred from being trimmed. That's how often I get trimmed. It's
I'm
barely.
freshly
often.
washed and conditioned. I used Cat's conditioner. You see that shine, dog?
Nice.
I know
Nice.
I know it's off topic, but anybody
Nice.
see Drew Brees' new hairdo? All of a sudden, he's got this
Oh, yeah.
hair.
Is he trying to
This
like
is really
cover
funny.
his face?
It's plugs. It's plugs.
They plugged it.
Plugs.
Plugged it.
He went to LeBron's plug doctor. Can we say that the QBFS official stance is fuck LeBron James
Yes.
Yeah.
and fuck China?
LeBron James.
Sorry, no offense, Bonko.
No,
but
we will
they're very
not say
mean to
no.
They're very
Not
mean to
say
their
fuck
Muslim-
China, Ellen.
He was-
we will not
he was,
say. We will not ever say fuck China again, unless it's you're saying I will never say fuck China again.
I'm sorry.
He
I'm
was-
just saying
he
they're
was
very
referring-
mean. Very mean people to their minorities. I don't like them.
Wait,
Eh.
he was actually referring to the former WWF superstar China.
Oh. As of-
R.I.P.
Well, we'd all fuck China.
As
What?
as
Who said that?
God,
Hey.
former WWE superstar China of the fame of
With a
One
what?
Night in China with X-Pac.
She's
Okay.
banned in China too.
She is.
That's because
Probably.
she's too gender
Well, she's not
ambiguous.
around anymore, so.
Well, yeah, I mean she's
R.I.P.
banned everywhere.
Well, you don't have to be alive to be banned in China.
The safety from the Falcons. That's where she's with the safety from the Falcons that Jordan Mailata blocked.
It's soul token.
Yo, you can't watch Sixers games are banned in China, so fuck China.
Are they
Yeah, because of Daryl Morey.
really?
Are they?
Yeah, because
I remember
Daryl Morey is banned from China because of
Yeah,
his
he's canceled.
because his
Because his
because he
disapproval.
tweeted in unison with Hong Kong protests when he was with the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so Houston Rockets got banned, which was a big thing for China because
Yeah, man.
because Houston Rockets is one of the most popular teams in China
Yao Ming.
because of Yao Ming. And so when he came to the Sixers, as soon as he came to the Sixers, China no longer broadcasts Sixers games in China. So I very much make it a point, if when I go out there again, I will totally wear a Sixers shirt, Sixers jersey, Sixers gear. It's my thing. I'll do that.
we're not talking about that team. I
Yeah,
still
I know.
hurt.
All right, let's move on to
Yeah.
predictions.
I went to the deli earlier today to pick up some food, and it's a deli / bar. It's an awesome deli, and I was like, I don't watch TV much, but they had TV on. They're a big time sports place. They have like specials for Eagles game day and stuff, so they want you to come in for sports stuff and have TVs on the walls and stuff. It's a pretty cool place. And I went in there. We're picking up some food to go sit at a courtyard around the corner that sells, it's a distillery that does spirits and stuff and like cocktails. So, and they don't do food, so we were in here getting food. Anyway, there's TV on at this place, and it was sports TV. And as soon as I walk in, I see Sixers. Like I see Maxi. They're doing highlights and stuff, and like I'm like, oh shit, man, I haven't seen Sixers in a while. It's been a while. Why are they playing it right now? There was no audio. I couldn't tell the audio, but it was just weird seeing that. So I understand what you're saying, Brandon. We don't want to talk about them right now.
And just one more note on that. Jordan Mailata is the only Australian that matters in Philadelphia anymore.
True story.
I'm with it.
Just saying. Anyway, let's get it back to the Eagles.
We're gonna stick to that. That's our statement, and we're moving on.
That's our statement. We're sticking to it.
I
All right.
agree
So
with it.
I guess give me your overall feelings on this upcoming game and your prediction.
I'll go first.
Go.
We're gonna lose.
He's getting hit by that blast right now.
No,
It's
I moved
time.
on from the blast. I am
Oh.
drinking some cognac, my man.
Ooh.
Okay.
Carolina.
Only because I didn't want to drink a whole
Cognac.
nother blast. So I'm like, all right, let me just sip on a little cognac. I don't want to drink a whole nother blast and be completely dead and have to wake up at 2 a.m. and piss myself. But anyway, I didn't say that. I think we're gonna lose, and the only thing I'm hoping for is that we don't embarrass ourselves. We don't play absolute shit. We don't come out and just shit the bed compared to what we did last week. Because we did it. We played a pretty good game last week, and I hope we can build on top of that. I don't think it's enough to win. I think the 49ers offense is pretty good. I think they're gonna do what they have to do. I think it's gonna be. Hopefully, I'm just hoping it's gonna be tough for the 49ers to beat us. I hope the 49ers come out of this game thinking like, oh shit, the Eagles are better than we thought they were, but they're still going to beat us. That's what I'm hoping. I'm just hoping. That's my hope. I hope it's a good game. I hope it's not something like, oh, why we could have. I hope it's not one of those, oh, we could have won this game, but we didn't. I'm tired of that shit. I just think it's going to be like, there's going to be some unison issues. There's going to be some. We're not going to be perfect like last game was totally not perfect, but we got a lot of luck from last game because the Falcons suck, and then we took over the game and handled business. And this game is going to be different. I think 49ers are going to be pretty. Wow, my Google was just like hearing me or something, but yeah, I think 49ers are going to win. Are we doing score predictions?
Yep.
Yeah, go for it.
All right. I think 49ers are going to win. They're not going to crush us. I think it's going to be 27-24.
All right. Listen, man. I just don't want
I'm not upset. I think
Yeah.
that's just what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that we play a good game. I think we're going to lose. I just want to see building blocks. That's what I want to see.
I said last week, I think on the pod, I forget if it was in the group chat or in the pod. I said, like, if we get through this 6-game stretch, 'cause it's brutal, dude. We might play 6 teams that are in the playoffs. Like over these first 6 games. Because the Panthers are a good team, and Dallas, might be a product of a bad division. So if we can come out of this stretch 2-4, 3-3, that's a success in my opinion.
Yep.
If we win this game, I'm going to be worried.
My heart
For the future,
my heart honestly tells me we're gonna lose. I just don't want us to beat ourselves.
Yeah.
I want us to keep it close. I want us to
feel the
show some
same.
fight. I don't want it to be in the fourth quarter and we're, we're already out of the game. If they're an experienced team, say what you want about Jimmy G, but he led the team to a Super Bowl. Nick Bosa is a bad motherfucker. Fred Werner, that offensive line, they have a lot. That defensive line as a whole, that offensive line as a whole, they're experienced. They're talented. But my head, my analytical brain is telling me that the Eagles could win this game. We match up well at the skill positions. We match up really well. Their cornerback and safety depth right now is just nondescript. It's bad. Injuries throughout their secondary. These young guys got some juice. Goddard and Smith and Quez and Rager and Ertz. Ertz wants that George Kittle payday, so he's going to go out there and try to outperform George Kittle. I think that Jalen Hurts.
That might be the most underrated prediction right there.
And having a mobile quarterback against a team that can pin their ears back and come after you, and a strong run game, which Sirianni last week at least seemed committed to, is the best way to neutralize that. That's the best way to neutralize a nasty pass rush, man. Is having a quarterback that can take off in a strong run game. And I think that, just like we were talking about a couple minutes ago, if we can get out to an early lead, if we can get that ball in the first half and drive down the field and score and put the heat on them, then, man, anything can happen. Have Sipas nail them deep a couple times, pin
Pro
them
Bowler.
back a couple times. Sipas.
Dude, Sipas is guaranteed Pro Bowl already. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. There's no one else. He's Pro Bowler. Him and the long snapper.
They shouldn't even be like the quarterback factory. It should be the punting factory, because that's
the
all
long snapper factory and the punter factory.
And punters. We've been lucky. Like we already went over with the tackles earlier. Oh my goodness, it's like
25-20 birds.
Woo!
Bro, hey.
Three touchdowns. One of them's a 2-point conversion. Sirianni's going to put his dick on the table in front of the home crowd. He'll go for the 2-point
Yeah,
conversion.
the fan base is gonna go nuts if this
Yeah.
happens. I actually worry about
Elliott
that.
field goal.
I'm so worried if that actually happens. I'm very worried.
24-20.
Yeah.
I'm
So
worried.
that's why I'm more on. I'm the same with you. I was torn with it. Injuries aside, there's you hit it on the head with that, Sean. One of their best cornerbacks is injured. Like you said, a safety, and just
You
it's
guys are so
that
analytical. I love you
home
guys.
that home atmosphere is just going to be it's.
First real home game
Sirianni
in 2 years,
he
man.
might cry when he hears what it is like, and obviously if he played in there. I don't know if he did at one of his times in the NFL, but if he was a quarterback coach or something.
He's
but
so competitive. He's gonna try to be louder than the crowd. He's gonna be like, no, fuck
paper, rock,
that.
scissors.
I'm louder than this motherfuckers.
Nick
he's gonna play
Sirianni
paper,
may
rock, scissors
run
with
through the
everybody.
crowd like a WWF wrestler, challenging people
I'll
to rock, paper,
suplex every
scissors.
single one of these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You said
So-
you want to thumb more? You want to thumb more?
I think at this one they're gonna just pull this one out. I think it's good. It like you said, Sean. It's like you're torn each way, but like I think how they're gonna go if they're gonna go 2-0 if that's a real thing. It's just like it's crazy to even think. But if they do, we're gonna roll with it. For me, I think it's going to be a field goal game. They're going to play hard in the trenches. They're going to get, the Jimmy G.
That sounds sensible.
Yeah, so-
that sounds way too sensible.
Yeah,
For
I
an
know,
Eagles
right?
fan.
Too low, yeah, too sensible. So, to me, I think we're gonna look at a nice fault game. Hopefully,
Nice
Like,
Jake
we're
Elliott
going
game.
into the fourth. Nice Jake Elliott game. Maybe I think it was in the third game when he kicked that 61-yarder.
Hey, Lizard
third
King
week of the
Wow,
season.
what's up, man?
Hey,
Let's go. I'm going to go with 27-24.
Hey, Lyle,
right?
Lizard King
27,
Lyle, we
27,
are
24,
doing our
win by
predictions
field
right
goal by
now.
Jake.
Send us your prediction in in the comments, and we'll read it.
27-24, Jake Elliott winning field goal.
Woo! We have 27-24 Birds by Dan. We have 25-20 by Sean. Sean. And me, what did I say?
24-20.
No, I said 27-24.
Oh, 27-24.
Or I said
That's what
28.
you're saying.
I said 28-24 or 27-24. I said
was
27-24 Niners.
But all three of them are close games. That's the theme here.
Yeah. So
Brendan?
Lizard King Lyle, you got a prediction? Leave it in the comments. We'll read it. You might have left already. I don't know. You might have
Well,
just
yeah.
tuned in and said, "All right, I'm out." All right, Brand, what you got?
Will we have a resounding 3-1 or a tied, a hung jury over here?
Well, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of opposite of you, Sean. My analytic side and my statistical side is like, you know what? They just don't match up. They don't have the experience. Kyle Shanahan's a great coach. George Kittle, go down a list of offensive, defensive players of the 49ers. I think it'd be a great test for the Eagles and, to see if they were not frauds, but it's just see if it was, just a product of not having any film on anybody last week, or if it was a product of a shitty team, or if, they actually have something going on. So my analytic and statistical side is saying the Eagles will lose a close game to the 49ers. It'll be like a 4-point game. Like it would be something like 20-24. Like they would just lose. It would be a field goal, and they'd have to drive down and get a touchdown, and they fall short, or they make some type of young rookie mistake and they have a turnover, or something like that. And then
I
it's
could
like,
live with
oh
that.
well, they hung with them so much, and then they made some young mistake. But it's okay because the 49ers are a formidable team, and then you come out of it with a quote unquote moral victory, But my heart side of it is saying, and it's not just being like Philly fan, not with Green Goggles on, but like my heart saying, I think they can pull it out. I really do. So I'm very torn, and I've been very back and forth about it, honestly. And I mean, when in doubt, just go with what your heart says, and I think they'll pull it out. I think it's going to be a knockdown, drag out, fight, and I just think that the offensive line will be out there. Landon Dickerson's supposed to be up and playing. We'll have a fresh rotation of all these, our stout offensive line and the defensive line. It's going to be one in the trenches. I don't think it's going like at first I was like, man, it's going to be like 30-27 Eagles. But then I'm like, it might not get to that point. If it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out type of game that's one in the trenches between the offensive and defensive lines, and they're going to bring that pressure on Hurts, it might not be as high of a scoring game as we think it's going to be. So I got 20-17 Eagles winning. Honestly, I got 17-17 at some point. I got Jake Elliott hitting a field goal late in the fourth quarter, like under 2 minutes, and then Jimmy G tries to run the 2-minute offense, and the Birds come up with a fourth down defensive stop.
Love it.
Turns the ball over on
sack
down.
Fumble, 55 sack fumble.
Take them out of field goal position. They go for it on fourth down. The link is rocking.
I wish I'm gonna splice a soundbite together where Brandon Graham says, "I love you, QBFS," or no, thank you, QBFS. He says, "Thank you, 975."
It's not gonna be Fletcher Cox. It's not gonna be Brandon Graham. It's not gonna be Javon Hargrave. So watch out for the kid,
Joshua Sweat.
coming off the edge and taking down Garoppolo on the fourth down and long in Lincoln Financial Field. Absolutely.
And this city needs the young guys to do that too.
Jalen Hurts comes in, takes a knee, 20-17 Eagles.
20-17 Eagles. I need to write these down.
Drink to that.
Turn that page.
I will do a shot of Chinese Black House right now.
On Monday Night Football.
All right, can we recap those scores?
I'm 25-20.
Dan?
27-24.
Brand, you were 2017?
20-17 Eagles.
I don't even remember. What did I say? What did I say my score was?
27-24 Niners.
I said 27-24 Niners?
Yeah.
You sure?
Sure.
Yo, if we
tomorrow.
win, if the Birds win, I am picking against the Birds the rest of the fucking season.
As you should, as all good Philadelphians should.
Like I did it. I lost already. I did the CBS.
I will be that guy.
You pick 'em poll.
I will be that guy. I'm
ready.
I'm ready and willing.
16 games closer to $1,000 or be happy.
Dan was that guy.
And I picked the Falcons just so I can either, and I'm happy. I enjoyed this week, man. I enjoyed the week.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
First of all, I got a couple just ending things I need to say.
Do it.
I had the largest margin of victory one way or another, and it was 5 points. So we all feel like this is going to be a close game. Close games always come down to trench play. Yeah. Always. That is the difference in a close game, is play in the trenches. These are two very strong units on both teams. As a guy who loves the trenches, man, this is just going to be fun to fucking watch. Secondly, on that trenches point, Lane Johnson was awesome, but he arrived in 2017, that run, and he had a murderer's row of guys in front of him. DeMarcus Lawrence twice, Ryan Kerrigan twice, fucking Von Miller, Khalil Mack, the guys he went up against that season, and he let up one sack all year. This can be Jordan Mailata's baptism by fire to let the world know that he arrived.
Yep.
If Jordan Mailata doesn't give up a sack against Nick Bosa, I might run on the field and give Jeff Stoutland a kiss. I might kiss Jeff Stoutland.
If that happens, if that happens, it would be hard for the Eagles to lose.
I will definitely go live for that.
Yes, I will kiss Jeff Stoutland on the mouth.
Yo, and it's so good. It's a 1:00 game too. No waiting. get to the game, man.
Just
Oh,
get
I'm
it
so
done.
you
Get her
just
done.
gave me like you like baptized me and just like I passed out after that.
I have a confession to make. I might not be able to finish watching the game. I have
Oh no.
crazy plan. My wife is a maid of honor in a wedding on Sunday.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
who has weddings on Sundays?
People who don't watch the Eagles, unfortunately.
All right, so
Put it in the ear or something like.
But
have
I'll be
those
watching
little
from like 1 to,
earpiece.
yeah, oh yeah, I'll be watching from 1 to 3, and I'll be keeping, obviously I'll be keeping
I was
tabs.
gonna say, get the Odyssey app.
Yeah, honestly, man.
I'll be
I don't
keeping
know if they
tabs
play
on
it,
it. Don't
but
worry.
yeah.
Dude, come on now, Blanco.
Hey, I'm only the maid of honor's husband. All I have to do is sit there and look good the entire wedding. So
Blanco,
I'll have an
Blanco.
ear or something.
VIProw.com. VIProw.com.
All right, I'll
Just keep
get
it in your lap.
I got it.
You, buddy.
Thank you.
I'm here for you.
If they want to sponsor us, they can just.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll sponsor us. It's completely and utterly illegal.
We'll sponsor them. We
Yeah,
should
we can
sponsor
sponsor
them.
that.
All right,
Still
well,
illegal.
I mean, that's it for me because little man's getting a little hungry and it's bedtime. So, I mean, that's a wrap for the show. If y'all are good with that, yep. All
I'm
right,
not good with that. I'm not. I am not. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied.
All right, well, you can stay on here, and then
Until
I'm gonna
3:55 on Sunday. Then we'll
Until
be satisfied.
3:50. Well, no, I'll stay on until 3:55 in the morning because then I have to leave for work because I'm hitting some OT tomorrow. And we'll talk about the intricacies of trench play and who I like this year coming out of college in the trenches. Aiden Hutchinson, George Karloftis, two big names to watch. Both defensive ends, both nasty, and you're going to watch them both this Sunday. Purdue plays Notre Dame, and who does Michigan play? I forget who Michigan plays, but
Not Michigan.
Michigan is Aiden Hutchinson and George Karloftis, the Greek Freak 2.0, plays for Purdue. Guys to watch. Besides that, yeah. Oh, shit. I got one more thing. Sorry.
Do it.
Jalen Hurts. You guys, talking about his mental toughness, his mental fortitude, his smarts for the game, his love for the game.
yeah.
Has anybody you ever seen or heard of say that Tom Brady has the strongest arm? He's the most athletic guy on the field. He's or Joe Montana, the biggest guy, the strongest guy, the fastest guy, has the best arm. No. But they are the two best ever. And if Hurts can keep his head on straight, man, he can overcome those deficiencies that he might have as a passer. As long as Sirianni keeps scheming up a good game plan and the guys work around him, you don't need a superstar.
If only I could find his jersey.
If only you could find his jersey.
Because it's the only you can't buy it anymore. So
it's definitely not in Glendora, New Jersey. It's definitely not here.
The last time I wore it was when we live streamed the draft, and it's gone missing.
Did you leave it down the shore?
Did you leave it down the shore?
I wore it the night of the draft, and then
I wasn't here for the draft. I don't even remember the draft.
You were here.
You're talking about the Eagles draft, not the. I'm thinking fantasy draft.
No, I wore it the night of the Eagles draft when I rejoiced when Devontae Smith was drafted and Sean was not as happy.
I was
Van Dam 182. What's up?
I was a meat puppet by the end of that draft. My soul had also left my body. I was with China and the safety.
Should we replay the tape? Should we replay the tape?
Yeah, I polished off probably a third of a bottle of 80 proof Dominican rum and a 6-pack of beers.
Yeah, every time Devontae Smith has a very good game, we're gonna replay the tape.
Fine, man. Listen, I said it 100 times.
We're gonna get a loop.
I know you're happy. I know you're fine with it.
Yeah, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong, man.
Got to go to Sean being pissed off.
I want to be wrong. You know? Hey, but
Eagles over everything, man.
Yeah, of course. It's all about the name on the front of the jersey. That's all it's about. The wings on the helmet, the name on the jersey. Yep. It ain't about that last name on the back.
Nope. All right, well, that's it for me. I'm out of here. I don't know about y'all. But
we should all get out of
thank
here.
you for everybody
Yeah,
for
we-
watching, subscribing. Follow us on Instagram. We haven't really done a lot of Twitter lately or Facebook, but Instagram is probably our major.
Yeah, we'll get back into it.
Yeah, we're back for now.
We're back,
Yeah, we'll get back into
bitch.
Yeah, absolutely. Until then, keep a lookout for Sunday live streaming. I'll be
Sunday.
Jetro parking lot, exactly
Big
where I'm
time.
going to be. Hopefully, Sean going to meet up with you too. Boys, honestly, you jump on. if you
I'll
can.
be tuned in for sure.
I
At
think
any time.
I might do some call it. I also might do some guerrilla style interview. Just run up to random people and ask them questions.
Yo,
We can
if-
throw-
That is
Look,
amazing.
you can,
man.
you guys look.
Tell them to
Sean,
subscribe.
do you have? Well, you're probably gonna record. I don't think you have. Are you on the Instagram? Our Instagram? Do you have admin rights on the Instagram?
Yeah.
All right, good. Look. If obviously, you both can't go live at the same time, but you should
I
both
might just.
definitely.
I think I'm just gonna take
do it.
regular videos on my phone and then I'll send them over to you,
Okay.
Blanco, the
That's
Jedi
good, too.
Technical Master, and then we
Alright.
can, throw a little spliced up video together.
that works.
Like
Let's
it.
do it.
You know what I mean? Before and after the game, maybe even halftime if I decide to leave my seat and take a piss.
Whatever you grab, just send it to me. If you can send it to me, send it to me.
Yeah, if
You
he's
share
not
it
on
a
it,
Google
you
Drive
jump
or
on.
Dropbox or wherever the fuck you or fucking put it on a fucking CD-ROM and bring it over to my house.
I'm going to put it on a floppy disk,
Fucking 30 floppy disks.
and I will deliver it to you by Pony Express.
All right. Well, I want you to
Carrier
hand it to me in
pigeon.
person. So no, that's great. That's a good idea. Do it, and I'm down for it.
That's
Pigeons
all. I
might be
can't
too-
wait, man.
They might be too small to carry a floppy disk.
Well,
I'm gonna have
no,
to
I mean-
befriend a raven.
Now we
Oh,
can. Now,
Whoa!
speaking of pigeon, though, we got to give an RIP out to our man. That was in Mike Tyson's Mysteries. So,
Yeah, man.
that's
Oh my
man.
god, what a legend.
and Norm McDonald. So we
man.
got to give him that pigeon. He was the best pigeon I knew.
That is
And,
true, man. He's the king of the long payoff.
Yeah. Look
The
up
Rambo
some of his jokes / stories.
So good, man.
Yeah, it was
He
really
would
good.
ramble so long you would forget that you were in the middle of a joke, and then he would just drop the punchline on you and kill you, man. He was awesome.
Yeah.
In honor of Norm McDonald, what day is it? October.
Nice.
October.
Nice.
He was like the one weekend update. He's like the summer charts came out today, summer top 100, and at number 1 is Better Than Ezra. At number 2, Ezra.
Norm McDonald.
Made him who he was,
R.I.P.
man.
Tom.
Yeah, R.I.P.
All
man.
right.
Up there with
All right,
China.
boys. I'm outta here.
With China.
I will talk to y'all
Nice.
later.
With a Y. China with a Y.
Everybody.
My
Minus-
soul and Atlanta safety. My soul on draft night. China, Atlanta safety. Norm McDonald, rest in peace to all of them, man.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace to all of them.
Good way to end it,
That
guys.
End
might
of that,
be
bottle
a-
of, end of that bottle of Dominican rum I finished on draft night.
It's up there,
All
too.
there.
And
All
that Chinese
Charlie
black
Y'all
Ghost.
crazy, man.
All
I gotta go.
Charlie Ghost. Yeah, China's in hell. China's in hell.
I'll see y'all Sunday.
All right, man.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Later, guys. See you, Blanc.
See you, dude.
Love your face.